I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina, and
we're the
Gorgeous
Geeks.
We're here today to talk about Beautiful Creatures, which is another contemporary fantasy, romance book adaptation into film. And the story focuses on Lena and Ethan, and Ethan has been having these dreams about this girl, and he ends up seeing her at the start of his junior year, and it turns out that she's a witch, but that's offensive to say witch. They're called casters, and romance ensues. And I really liked Ethan's his character, his tone, his narration. He has this charm about him, and like this dorky charm, but he's not like nerdy, but he's not like the charming hero, he's a blend of both, but he's ordinary,
I was surprised that this movie pretty much bombed in the box office during opening weekend, because if you, all those Twilight crazy fans, I figured they would have ate that movie up. But apparently everybody, all the romance loving people, went to go see the Safe Haven, and instead of Beautiful Creatures. But I'm sorry, I enjoyed those characters in Beautiful Creatures better than I did in Twilight.
Well, yeah, it's terrible that everyone has to compare movies like this to Twilight, but
it's like every time there's some type of fantasy sci-fi couple that can't be together because someone has powers and someone doesn't, it's getting compared to Twilight.
Well, people used to compare Twilight to Harry Potter. Like, it's still not better than Harry Potter. It's like nothing like that at all. But and of course, Harry Potter's better. But
you can't compare. It's just everything's being compared to Twilight.
But anyway, it was refreshing though to see a movie like this where both the male and the female had personalities.
Yeah.
She had a bit of bite to her, but she wasn't like overly bratty. But when she was, overreacting or freaking out, he was in love with her even before he met her. But it's not like he worshipped at her altar and couldn't tell her what's what.
Oh yeah, that's the thing I like about it. And there was a scene in the movie where he even explained that type of thing to her, because she didn't have the opportunity to have too many close relationships in her life, and he was explaining that if you love somebody, you tell them the truth. And I always love that. I love it when people have common sense when it comes to things like that. And so there was just a couple things. You had an all-star cast. You had Jeremy Irons, for crying out loud. Every actor. You had Viola Davis was in there. Like, the acting in that movie was really, really great. My only complaint to the movie is that I guess I was expecting a little bit. I wanted to.
The ending was missing a punch.
Yeah.
It really needed some kind of epic witch battle or something.
Yeah.
To just give it the punch that it needed, and I would have said, if it would have had it, we're like, oh, I really, really like this movie. Not gonna say I like the movie. It was a good movie, but it was completely missing something.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, in the casters, they have to, when they turn 16, they have to be claimed, and the boys can decide whether they're gonna be good or evil, and the women
they have no choice.
Yeah, they have no choice. Their true nature comes out. I don't know, but
that's a whole other thing right there. It's like, what you trying to say, Mr. Arthur?
Like, you think something like that would happen when they hit puberty,
Woman's true nature come out when she hits puberty. Yeah. Her true nature comes out every 28 days. The true beast within. We can't help.
But anyway, but there are particular curse in our family, and they just assume that she's gonna go dark, and she's freaking out about it. She doesn't want to go dark. But the actual scenes when they do the claiming, because they showed it happened to her cousin, it just wasn't that visually dramatic.
There was another great actress in there, cousin. Emily. She did a really, really good job of that. It was just well casted.
Yeah, she was. Outside the romance, she was definitely the most interesting thing that happened, and she had a conflict with Lena, and they had a scene. But I mean, the big battle, the climax of the story wasn't meant to climax.
Yeah, and. But the scenes when they did do magic, they were pretty cool and everything. I wanted to see something that kind of like blew me away.
I don't mind that it was mostly about the romance. That's fine. But the ending, like if you're building up to something, you need to satisfy the people when they get there.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're going up on a roller coaster at Cedar Point and you're expecting, you know, the thrill of your life, but it turned out you were on a hill at your house and you just tripped over and fell flat on your face. Yeah. I mean, you got up and shook it off, and you know there was the end, but you know you were missing the thrill.
You know, and I think that, you know, sometimes these movies are just in timing, because I think if this movie would have come out, you know, it's interesting that, you know, if you could go back in time and see a movie come out before some of these other movies have come out, like how well would it have done? Like if this movie came out before Twilight, I think it would have been a big hit.
I don't know, it would have been a big hit.
I think it would.
No, how it ended. I mean, I guess I don't know if there are more books to the series, but how it ended, it kind of. I mean, it was how the first Twilight was. There was just that was kind of missing a punch because I felt like it was so fast and everything. Now the pacing and everything and acting are superior to the first Twilight, but like. It was like, you didn't do something quite right, feeling that you had the first Twilight, but you could pick it up if there were more movies to it, is what I'm trying to say. You know?
I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm just so not into Twilight, I could not get into those movies like everybody could have. I really couldn't. I'm just different, I guess. I don't know. Well, anyways.
I think it's a good movie, but just brace yourself to not be, I don't know, get your hopes up that there will be some kind of super awesome scene, and enjoy it for what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. Well, anyways, tell us what you think. Comment below when you can. And don't forget to visit our website,
www.thegorgeousgeeks.com.
We did that together. Wow.
Oh, kind of. It was kind of together.
Oh, yeah, whatever. And then also visit us on Twitter, our Twitter page at 3 Gorgeous Geeks. And I'm Katrina.
I'm Christina, and we're the Gorgeous Geeks.